Hey guys, and welcome back to another NBA 2K18 rebuild. Today, with the draft commencing, we have to go through and rebuild all the teams with brand new rookies. And today, we of course have to do the Phoenix Suns. They had the #1 pick and the 16th pick from Miami in this year's draft. Of course, #1, they chose Deandre Ayton out of Arizona. But with that other 16th pick, they actually traded that, which ended up being Zaire Smith, and a 2021 Miami Heat pick for the 10th pick, Mikal Bridges. I couldn't find the French point guard, so I just went with Jalen Brunson, but it really won't make that much of a difference. But now the Suns are pairing up Deandre Ayton with Devin Booker. And let's go ahead and get into the offseason. Now, I thought about keeping Allen Williams, but he really is not going to improve that much. Tyler Ulis will keep him on as a point guard, possibly to pair along with Devin Booker in that backcourt. I could keep Allen Williams, but we've got Marquise Chris and Dragon Bender. Looking at the free agents, KD is going to decline his option, probably go back to Golden State, and Dirk is a free agent as well. We'll extend the offer on Elfrid Payton, just because if we're able to keep him, that would be nice, but we can always find another point guard. Looking at the roster, of course, we got Devin Booker, TJ Warren. Devin Booker, we need to re-sign him after this next season. He's only got this 1 year left on his contract, so we're going to figure out what we have to do with him. We've got TJ Warren for a couple more years, so if he develops well, we'll keep him, but if not, we could trade his salary away. He's a good young player. We also have Josh Jackson for the next 2 years, so he should develop as well. Couple salaries coming off the books: Tyson Chandler, Troy Daniels. We may need to trade Brandon Knight, but we have a lot of young talent on this team that can develop. I'm looking at either Marquise Chris or Dragon Bender to step up. I want to see what happens if we move some of these positions. Mikal Bridges, he's not looking as good as a small forward, but we can move him up. And I also want to see about moving any of these small forwards or power forwards. So Josh Jackson, TJ Warren to possibly power forward. Devin Booker, how is he looking? As a point guard, he turns to an 86, so we'll go ahead and put him as a point guard, and then we can simply move one of the other guys into shooting guard. Let's see here. Mikal Bridges is better as a small forward, but we'll keep him at shooting guard to put him in the starting lineup. Besides that, I don't know. We move TJ Warren or Josh Jackson, but let's go ahead and take a look. Jalen Brunson, we're good at point guard. May need to look at getting a new power forward if Chris doesn't develop that well, but we should be fine there. So here is the starting lineup for our first season: Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, TJ Warren, Marquise Chris, and we're going to move Jackson into that starting power forward role. He can play the small ball 4 along with Deandre Ayton at the 5 position. And then we'll have Ulis, Chris, and Dragon Bender coming off for a pretty decent bench. But this team is looking pretty good. I'm hoping Devin Booker can really have a breakout season, not being the only guy to score. He has Deandre Ayton, TJ Warren, Josh Jackson, and Mikal Bridges. So we'll have to see. Now, I'm hoping that Josh Jackson will be able to prove what we need. Let's go ahead and lower the bench utilization. I want to get Devin Booker and Deandre Ayton even more minutes. So let's lower the bench minutes a little bit here, and I'm going to go ahead and put those into the starting lineup because I want Devin Booker and Deandre Ayton to really advance in this first season. But guys, that will be the lineup, and I'll see you at the end of season #1. So, end of the season awards: Russell Westbrook MVP, 11 assists, near triple-double for him. On Ayton wins Rookie of the Year, very happy with that. Here are the rest of the awards if you want to see them. Kristaps, wow, quite the stat line from him. Looking at the All-NBA teams, Deandre Ayton making the All-NBA second team in his rookie season. Very happy with his production. 18 and 11 per game with a block and a steal. Very happy with how he is coming along. Don't know if any other Magic players are here. There's Ayton on the rookie team. But wow, Mike Porter and Mo Bamba both making the second team, surprisingly enough. We were the 8th seed at 40 and 42, but we're going up against Golden State. Let's go ahead and take a look at the player stats. Devin Booker, of course, our leading scorer with 22 and 4 per game. Deandre Ayton, TJ Warren did pretty decent. Josh Jackson, I wish I could get a little bit more production out of him. And Mikal Bridges, about 10 per game. So, we are going to be going up against Golden State, which is actually pretty terrifying. Here are the league stats real quick. But, yeah, we're going to be going up against Golden State, which is pretty terrifying. Joffrey Laverne apparently is their center now. It seems that he switches positions, or the Warriors switch centers every time I see them. So, this is not going to be a fun first round series. I can pretty much tell already. Looking at the East, Philadelphia, the #1 seed with Markelle Fultz and Luka Doncic. Wow, and DeAndre Jordan off the bench. I don't know how they managed to pull that off. But they are the #1 seed in the East. Markelle Fultz making a pretty decent comeback. Let's go ahead and simulate. I'm not thinking this is going to go too well. Yeah, 1-0 to Golden State, 2-0 to Golden State, 3-0. Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. The Warriors are able to sweep us pretty easily. And what is this, San Antonio? Or no, OKC. Westbrook averaged, what, 16 assists per game? That's insane. Westbrook with 16 rebounds a game. Okay, let's get into this offseason. Dirk as a Celtic, retiring, going to league meetings. That's all good. And here we go into the draft lottery. Do we have any decent picks? I just want to see if we have any decent picks at all. Not much looking from this draft. I may try and trade up later, but I'm not exactly sure. Staff, we're looking pretty good. I do need to hire a scout. Well, I'll go ahead and do that in a little bit. Looking at the trades, we have the 17th pick. We do have this Bucks pick as well. I may want to move up in this draft and get somebody. Possibly a power forward or a small forward. But looking at the mock draft, we got Zion, of course, at the top. We have a lot of guards. Not that many big men. We have Bol and a couple others. But who can we get at like the 9 to 10 range? We got Demboya. We got Nasir Little. We have Isaiah Washington. A couple players that could really fit this team pretty well. So let me see if I can put together. First, I need turn trade override off. But let's see if we can figure out a trade here. I'll put the 17th pick, and I'll also put in that Milwaukee pick. And let's see, can I move up to, who knows, 9? Can I move up to 9? Okay, I'll give you a second round pick. There we go. So able to move up. Get that 9th pick in the NBA draft. Very happy about that. Now, who are we going to be able to get here? Let's not look at the mock draft. Let's look at the prospect scouting. And we should be good to go into the NBA draft. So we have that 9th pick. Let's go ahead and simulate right to it. There we go. Okay, so who are we going to get with this 9th pick? Do I entertain the trade offers? Yeah, I will. Why not? Zaire Smith, I saw, was available. Rudy Gobert, Cantor, Bol, Andre Drummond. I don't need a center, though. I already have DeAndre Ayton. Let's go ahead and see who is available right now. We got Romeo Langford still on the board. I don't even know how to pronounce that guy's name. I'm looking at Demboya, honestly, as a big, small forward. Possibly with the SS guy. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. We got Romeo Langford. He's looking pretty decent. He's only 175, though. So he's a smaller guard. We ended up going with Demboya. Small forward out of France. Happy with that draft pick. hopefully he'll be able to fill in nicely as along with Josh Jackson. And that means that we'll probably have to move either Jackson or TJ Warren down the road. But I'm not really worried about that. We're going to accept the options on the majority of these guys right here. Gotta keep Josh Jackson, Dragon Bender, and Marquise Chris, hoping that those guys can develop a little bit faster than they have before. Paul Millsap is a free agent. Besides that, not really the best free agent class. No qualifying offers. So let's go jump in. Ooh, LeBron is available. But what do we need? What do we truly need? I may want to move Devin Booker back to shooting guard. I'm really thinking about it. Do I move Devin Booker back? Let's see. If I move him back, he does become a 90. So yeah, we're going to move him back to shooting guard. He becomes a 90 overall. We'll just have Tyler Ulis start at the point guard position for right now. Then boy, let's go over these guys and see if changing their position really impacts them that much. TJ Warren goes down. Josh Jackson does go down. So it looks like we're just going to have to keep our guys where they're at for the time being. So let's see here. TJ Warren, you go down. He's going to go down to a 79. I guess we can move him there for right now. We can always move him back if necessary. So we'll have Bridges as the backup. Demboya, we got Bender and Chris. And of course, Deandre Ayton locking down the paint as well. So, I'm not really sure of who to go after in this free agent class. Tyler Zeller could be good. He could be a decent backup center for Deandre Ayton, a decent rebounder and shot blocker. Let's go and renounce Tyson Chandler, and that should mean we are able to sign Tyler Zeller. So, there we go. Hopefully he signs with us, and let's go ahead and move right through to the player progressions. I'm hoping for, yes, some big pops. Deandre Ayton, Jackson, and Booker really improving over this last season. Very happy about that. Demboya, our new pick, Bridges going up a little bit as well. So guys, in light of getting our new power forward, let's go ahead and trade TJ Warren. Looking at all these trades, there are a lot of decent ones, but this one for Miles Turner and a second round pick, we're only giving up TJ Warren and Dragon Bender and our first round pick, but we're going to be making the playoffs by then. So if we're able to get Miles Turner, let's go ahead and take this deal. So we're going to be able to get Miles Turner in exchange for TJ Warren and Dragon Bender. A dynamic power forward for us. Very happy about that. And now we have Miles Turner along with Deandre Ayton. And moving him to power forward actually makes him an 87 overall. So we have Booker, Turner, and Ayton along with Josh Jackson. So this team's really coming to fruition. I'm liking where we're going. So this team should make the playoffs, but it is time. We need to go ahead and set the lineups with our new team. There we go. Let's see here. Reset it, and then we get Tyler Ulis, Booker, Josh Jackson, Miles Turner, Deandre Ayton. And then we have a decent bench, including Demboya, Bridges, and Brandon Knight. So I'm very happy about that. So with the new lineup set, our new trade acquisition, Miles Turner, acquired from the Indiana Pacers, it is time that we go ahead and simulate, and I'll see you guys at the end of this season. So Steph Curry, the league MVP, 31 and 8 for him, incredible numbers. Zion Williamson and Aaron Gordon, actually Rookie of the Year and Improved Player of the Year. Looking at the All-NBA teams, Deandre Ayton yet again on the All-NBA second team. Very happy with his production. He's up to an 89 overall. And Miles Turner actually on the All-Defensive second team with 2 steals, 2.5 blocks per game. Surprised he's getting that much production. We're the 5th seed in the Western Conference. This is a very deadly conference. Teams that went 42 and 40, 43 and 49 did not even make it, and they would easily have made it in the Eastern Conference. So we're going to be going up against the Los Angeles Lakers, Looking at the East real quick, the Philadelphia was the #1 seed. The Grizzlies, with Nasir Little and Wendell Carter Whiteside off the bench, the 2nd seed in the Western Conference. Ingram, Ball, and Randall leading the Los Angeles Lakers. Colin Sexton and Zion Williamson. The Magic always get Colin Sexton in these simulations. I don't know how, but he is always such a dynamic player for them. The Bulls with Markkanen and Trayvon Duval doing pretty good as well. Devin Booker at 24 and 5. Ayton with his insane stat line. Miles Turner put up a decent amount. So did our Mr. Brandon Knight. I'm sort of disappointed in Josh Jackson. He only put up 12 points per game. I expected more out of him as a wing attacker and defender. But hopefully he'll improve from this season to the next. So, going up against LA, we should be able to handle them in the first round. We have a dominant center. They don't. LA takes game 1. We steal a game in LA. We take game 3. They take game 4. They take game 5. We're able to tie it up. And we're able to survive in 7 against the Los Angeles Lakers. So, Orlando moves on to face Philly, Milwaukee, Cleveland, and Houston versus the Pelicans. So, let's take a look at the Grizzlies real quick. I just want to see who's on their team. Oh, yeah, they got Whiteside, Gasol, and Wendell Carter now. So, facing the Warriors, okay, now Damian Jones is their center. Changed yet again. George Hill off the bench. Zaza, pretty great bench as usual. This is not going to go well. Hey, we stole a game at Oracle. We steal another game. 2-2 Golden State, 3-2 Golden State, 3-3. Hey, and we're able to take down the Warriors in Game 7. Philadelphia and Milwaukee are in the Eastern Conference Finals with this insane team. Absolutely unbelievable how good this Bucks team is. You got Thon Maker coming off the bench like that. That is unbelievable. But we have to get to our Western Conference matchup against the Houston Rockets. They really haven't changed their team that much. Chandler Parsons is back after being traded to the Memphis Grizzlies. Rondo's on the team now, so they're always a big threat. 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, and we got swept. I honestly didn't think that we would get swept. I mean, we took the Warriors and beat them in 7 games, so I'm not exactly sure why we didn't play so well in that final game. But Philly, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid getting the chip. Congratulations to them. Let's try and zoom through this offseason a little bit. I just honestly want to see how the player progressions have gone. We do need to sign a point guard, and with the big salaries coming off the books this offseason, we should be able to sign whichever point guard is available. I know there should be a decent free agent class this year. Moving on to the draft lottery, we shouldn't have anything special. Yeah, a late first round pick, what I expected. Staff signing, we should be good. I just need to get an assistant coach, so I'll deal with that later. And let's go ahead and just simulate right through to the rookie signings. We don't have a big pick in this draft. Yeah, we're going to decline your option. But now we need to accept all 3 of these guys. Ayton, Jackson, and Bridges. Let's see here. Brunson. I'll have to offer one to Brunson and Chris. And let's see who is available in the free agent market. Drummond is available. Al Horford is available. We have a decent class. Dragan Bender wants $20 million. I'm not seeing that many great point guards, to be honest with you. I'm seeing a lot of big men that the free agent class is usually heavy on. And we need to sign a couple free agents. Tyler Ulis is doing pretty decent for us. But I think we could probably upgrade, to be honest with you. Let's go ahead. Oh, I need to reject a couple of these salaries real quick. That should get us enough salary cap to sign a decent point guard to pair along with Tyler Ulis and Devin Booker in the backcourt. Andre Drummond's available. Spencer Dinwiddie, Lindell Wigington. This is a young guy. He's 21, and he's got a great 3-pointer. So let's go ahead and just try and sign him. anybody else. Vernon Carey's a free agent. He was a top pick in the draft, and I guess he just didn't sign him. A lot of good young centers here. I'm surprised none of them are getting signed. I guess if they want $18 million, you're not going to sign him. Why does Mike Muscala want a $2 billion contract? So LeBron wins MVP, a near triple-double for him, 11 assists, 40% from the three-point line. That is one incredible stat line. We went 46 and 36 again. Here are the rest of the awards if you would like to see them. John Wall, Sixth Man of the Year. Oh, Javon Quinterly seems to be starting over him at point guard. Stauffer Coach of the Year. Deandre Ayton, 94 overall. All-NBA first team with 25 and 15 per game. Here are the rest of these stats. Colin Sexton, absolutely killing it for the Magic along with Zion Williamson. Here are the rest of the NBA teams. Not seeing any of our... Oh, Miles Turner on the all-defensive second team again. So, we are facing the Warriors in round one. We were able to get past them in 7 games somehow, and LA somehow got the first seed with Kyle Lowry as the 6th man. So, everything's going pretty much wacky at this point. 894, incredible progression from him. Devin Booker a 92 overall. Jackson and Miles Turner both up to 89s. And Wigington, our point guard we signed, is now an 83 overall. Ayton, of course, our main leading scorer. Devin Booker as well. Miles Turner with a bounce-back season, and Josh Jackson putting in some as well. Wigington, I wish he was a bit more of a playmaker now, but we're still the 6th seed in the playoffs, so... We take game 1 at Oracle. We take game 2. They take game 3 in Phoenix. We're able to take game 4. And we take game 5. So we're able to take care of Golden State in 5 games. Going up against Dallas with Paul George and Dennis Smith Jr. along with Mo Bamba. This is one dangerous team. I think every single off seed, the lower seed made it in every single case except for LA. That's very surprising. Even the Knicks with Trae Young and Kristaps, the Bulls and Pacers made it. The Magic got beat in the first round. Some very surprising stuff. But we are facing the Dallas Mavericks. Ooh, LaMelo Ball and the Pacers and Victor Oladipo. But we are facing the Dallas Mavericks in the second round of the playoffs. So they have a very dangerous team, but we had the big advantage at center. 2-0, 3-1, and boom, we're in the Western Conference Finals going up against LA, New York, and Chicago. Classic matchup in the Western Conference Finals. We should be able to beat this LA team. We are by far better than this Lakers team. Trae Young carrying the Knicks to the conference finals. Game 1, we take game 1. We take game 2. We take game 3. And we sweep our way to the NBA Finals. Going up against the Knicks with Kevin Tilley, Kristaps, and Trae Young. We should be able to take it home. So, game 1, we take game 2. We take game 3. Oh, they got 1 game. They get 2 games. But there we go. The Suns rebuild. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more NBA 2K18 rebuilds. And I'll be back with the Kings rebuild soon.